All right. Good evening, everybody that's in here so far. If you'll let me know that you can see and hear me, I'd certainly appreciate that. Thank you for being here. And if we can go ahead and get some shares out there as well, I've shared it on my end. My guests are sharing on their end as well. And we'll have some fun with this. And of course, the first one in here is Russell Allen. Giggity, giggity. Oh, I'm pantsless. Yes, sir. Welcome to the show and appreciate you being here, buddy. All right. Give this just about another minute or two. Make sure we can get a couple more people in here. Let them know what's going on, and then we're gonna have some fun with this. Hopefully, everybody had a good day today. It was a decent day over here. Storming still. It's not letting up quite a bit over here. It's a lot of pressure. Oldisms are acting up, but that's what we have the ailment of the gods to go ahead and help us out with on that one. So we're okay. Don't worry, it's prescribed ish. Anyway, let me go ahead and bring this up on here. All right. Hey, Scott, welcome to the show. Appreciate you being here. All right, so we got Unscripted, episode 6. We've made it through 5 other episodes and haven't been canceled yet, so obviously we're doing something right-ish, wrong, something. I don't know. Either way, at least we're still here, so it's all good. So I've got a few people backstage we're going to bring up here. Going to have some fun tonight. And, of course, Unscripted, there is never any kind of setup for it, anything like that. It's just getting on here and having some fun and unwinding. The main thing is 4 simple rules, and these apply to the audience as well. No religion, no politics, no drama, no negativity. As long as you can abide by those, we're good with that, and you can go ahead and stick around. If you push the boundaries on that, then technical difficulties will follow because, well, there's problems with all kinds of electronics around here. You never know. So, in other words, be nice. So, with that being said, go ahead and thank our sponsors for this. We got a few of them that actually are willing to go ahead and sponsor this show. The other shows they're okay with, but this one we're a little more particular. First and foremost is Totally Rad Comics. Totally Rad Comics has got Totally Rad Life of Violet number 3. And no, Jim, I cannot do the freaking 3 like you do because it's all messed up to me. And it comes out on June 16th on Tuesday is whenever it'll be released. Unless he hits that button early because Jim likes to go ahead and shoot early. Yeah, we went there. So that's one of them we got there. We have Codex Entertainment with Luis Torres, which has got Lily the Demoness number 4, which will be coming out in July. Greatly looking forward to that one being released as well. And then we have Pantsless Pizza, which is also another sponsor, and she is right up here. You can see her right over there. And there are more reveals to come with her if you go ahead and keep up with this show and other shows in the near future. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and bring our guest out here. Hey, Larry, welcome to the show. Appreciate you being here. All right, so first off, we have got Jim Noble.
Hey, how's it going? Episode number 6. I fucking love it. We've made it 6 episodes. Shout out to Giovanni Barunda. Barunda.
You're right.
Yes.
We'll get it right by the end of the show, I'm sure.
Woo!
What's up, Giovanni? Giovanni is here, and then we've also got David Fott here.
David Fott.
Hey.
Oh, I'll drink to that. Mr. David Fott.
Hey,
King of South Africa art. Woo!
Share to the world. Woo! Not gonna go there. Not gonna do
Oh
it.
yeah, don't go there. Right, Giovanni?
Oh, I'm sure we'll go there.
Really do.
Woo!
Well, I mean, it's been an interesting week. It's definitely been less drama and confusion than it has been in the world, you know, at least for 1 week, which is interesting because I don't know whether to be happy about that or scared. So that's why we have the Unscripted, is to get on here and unwind and have some fun. So if you're ever in the guest thing and you want to jump on here, let me know ahead of time. As long as you can abide by the 4 rules, we're good with having you up here and everything. And I'm trying to keep it limited down a little bit. I'm thinking the bandwidth may actually tear up some of the other people, because if you were here last week, 4 of my guests actually were knocked off due to technical issues. So, and that was not me clicking a button either. That was them. So
Hey, I didn't click the button. It fucking my phone died.
yeah, Jim's got a crappy phone, so he has to keep it in the freezer.
Jim, get a new phone.
I know.
Yes.
What am I, the Verizon store?
And Russell,
You never know. Phil's kicking him off. Jim's podcast live from the freezer. Jim's also, I can't read. Jim's almost forgot his pizzas in the oven. Lots of technical difficulties. I don't have my glasses on.
And then Russell said, "What's up, Giovanni? Can't believe you came back from more shenanigans. Just kidding, welcome back."
Well, I like the hard life.
It's a hard not life for us. We're gonna get kicked off YouTube for singing this song because it's not public domain.
It's what's it called? It's trademark.
Yeah. We can't sing one more line, otherwise we'll get sued.
Yeah.
The lawyers are going to be on the phone.
Now, another sponsor of the Unscripted podcast, which Bill forgot to mention. Once again, we're on episode 6, buddy. By now, they should know that this podcast is sponsored by Budweiser, the king of beers. And
wow.
Oh, we're definitely going to get calls from lawyers on this one now.
Dude, that's gonna be the best because it's like, how fucking cool is that? Like, our podcast got a cease and desist from Budweiser, so I can't even drink during the podcast anymore. Well, I mean, I'll still drink, but I just can't drink Budweiser. I'll drink Jim Weiser.
Well, let's do this. Hang on.
There you go.
Oh, well, we lost Dave. Well, the shit, they're back. They fucking kicked David.
There goes Budweiser right there. They just took him out.
Budweiser just kicked David. I'm next. Oh, God. We're off to a great start. Episode 6. We're getting sued by beer companies now. Hey, at least we're doing something right. By the way, for those of you who are viewing and see this lovely poster behind me, this is available as a cover. It's covered by C.V. Zane. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Who is that? Sad and Lonely BBC Greg. That is a very interesting
girl over by Jim over there. That's actually not C.B. Zane.
No, it is C.V. Zane. Well, I mean, it's not the real C.V. Zane. This is artwork by C.V. Zane. It's available on my web store, Totally Rad Comics. Message me on Facebook. I'll send you the link. $20. It's yours. I also have some diamond editions, like little cool-looking diamonds on the cover. Those are more money, but yeah, the nude is available on my web store. David, what happened? The beer company shut you down.
It shut me down because I was going to put this up.
Tom Edward. Okay. That's a very interesting username. Oh, I love it. Oh, my God.
There we go.
Subway. Eat fresh. Oh, if I had a nickel for every time that I ate fresh, I'd be really poor. So,
reminds me like in film. So, you know, they always block the name of the companies. You know, they always never show like the name.
Yeah.
Cup this way. That's what we have to start doing from now on.
Yeah, exactly.
Either that, or what we could do is just have a promo thing with a company. Be like, "Excuse me, Jim, would you like to try this delicious Nestle product?"
Yeah. How would you like to have some Totally Rad beer? Or I really love Totally Rad Def Leppard. I really love that song, Totally Rad, Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Wow. And then people are going to be like, man, I used to like them back in the old days. Before they sold out.
Yeah, before they took my word dickety, or before they took my word 20, and I had to say dickety. Damn, Kaiser took my word 20.
Now, hang on, I just noticed that David has got great taste in what he's drinking there. So
exactly. Oh, this is got. You ever heard of Angry Balls?
No,
Jim wasn't drinking at the time. I was waiting for the sip. It was coming. It was right there.
I know what you're talking about, David. And the Fireball and I don't get me on Fireball, man. If I'm drinking Fireball, like I become an entirely different person. I'm Ringo Tiore. I'm no longer Jimmy Noble. I'm Ringo Tiore on Fireball. It's not a Hispanic name. It's a white name. I made it up. It's not. I didn't. There's no origin here. I just thought it was a cool name. Don't cancel me. I'm not taking privilege from anybody. Oh God. As long as I don't say Black Lives Matter, we're fine. Oh boy. So the CB Zane cover is available on my web store. For those of you who are viewing. Yes, David, look, the boobs are fucking huge. You want to see how big these boobs are?
Yeah, I guess, dude, that's a stupid ass question I've ever heard. You know what he is.
Hold on, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Hold on. Wait. Hold.
Damn, dude.
It's bigger than my head. It's bigger than my head. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks,
Oh, God.
Lonely Craig.
I'm on a swivel chair and I'm standing on it and it's fucking swirling. Oh, God. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I'll be
Damn,
ordering
swivel
that, Jim.
chair. That's
Seriously.
never a good idea.
That's pretty damn cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah, this is a 52 by 70 inch sticker. Not a poster.
That's a
sticker.
sticker.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I'm afraid to take it off the wall because I don't know what's gonna. They said it's safe to put it on walls. That's what they said. I can't guarantee that in a year from now when I finally do take it off and there's like going to be like a big black rectangle on my wall.
probably like be like a dead body behind it or something.
Oh no, they're gonna come to evict me and they're gonna throw a rock through the sticker. It's gonna be like that scene in the Shawshank Redemption. He crawled through a river of totally rad shit and to become a clean man on the other side.
And
Now, I just want to clarify for the Kickstarter's sake that whenever Jim announces that one of the stretch goals is a sticker, that is not the sticker that you're going to be getting.
Yeah, you're not getting this. You're not getting this. You know how hard it is to ship a sticker this big? You know how hard it is to find a tube that fits a sticker this big?
Easy.
Because apparently it's really hard according to my printer. Also, shout out to Kickstarter. There's a Kickstarter coming out on June 16th. I might do it sooner. Hell, if I keep drinking Budweiser, I might do it tonight. What have I got to lose? Oh no, I got funded early.
Whoa! Congrats.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just more days on Kickstarter. I mean, what have I got to lose? It's just more. I'm just gonna get more money. I don't know. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Well, my Kickstarter could get taken down, but I don't know. We got some fun things. A lot of books that had to get censored, so I know a lot of you fans are going to enjoy these covers. I know a lot of these fans that I've shown these covers to, and a lot of the fans are asking for these covers, so it's going to be really fun. I mean, if you thought this was great, wait till you see all these veiny dicks I have for all you guys. Because there's a lot, and
I'm good.
Hey, I can't just market my books to guys. I got to get everybody in on this. The girls too.
There you go.
I
respect that, dude.
Yeah, I mean, everyone does the topless variants. Well, I want to do the bottomless variants, the fucking hanging out, like fucking laying it out there. Someone's got to do it. I'll do it. Everyone, no one's
trunks,
like,
man, you gotta give respect to the elephant trunks.
Exactly. You know, it's just like now you know why they call them
Equal opportunity.
Well, we're officially less than 15 minutes in and have already crossed every barrier, so let's just keep
Oh man.
But yeah, man. So you know, girls buy my books, guys buy my books. I cater to a lot of the LGBT. They keep adding all these letters. There's too many letters. You know, the LGBTQ community. You know, with Roxy Feelgood, women are half the market, dude. Got to get those throbbing dongs. Yes, throbbing. I love that word. I use it a lot.
How many women buy my pinups all the time? Well, mostly women.
See?
I'm not kidding you.
David gets it, and David draws pretty women all the time.
Yeah. I don't draw the veiny things. I draw the women.
I'm gonna do all these veiny dick covers, and then people are gonna ask for veiny boobs.
Jim's gonna ask me to do it one day. He's like, "Can you do a veiny dick, please?" I'll be like,
"Yeah." I know you normally don't do this, David, but if you could just like draw it, like, you know, like maybe we could do like a 3D cover where it just fucking drops, and you just
Larry, and thank you for that.
Rebel.
By the way, Larry, I meant to message you earlier. Fucking Canada fucked me. They sent your package back because I fucked something up, so I got to resend your package. I'm totally sorry. I meant to message you earlier. I was with Rory Thomas all day, so I totally forgot. But I'm sending it out again Monday, and I'm pretty sure I got the everything right this time. I promise. It's all packed. I just got to reship it. So don't hate me. It will get there. Hopefully, unless they fuck me again.
Remove the batteries out of his toys before you send it. And
It went all the bottom.
I know.
Well, they said if there's any liquids in my boxes, and I always hit yes. I mean, any lithium, gasoline, lighter fluid, yes. Because these books are fire.
All the above. Click, 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 click.
And that's when you got arrested by the post office, please.
Red is bad, green is good. So when I saw the green button, I just figured, well, green is a good button. I'll hit that button.
Green
And
means
apparently
go,
that's
right?
the bad button. You're supposed to hit red on that. But green for everything else, but red on that. But every time I go to the post office, man, I'll tell you what, speaking of, shout out to the United States Postal Service, every time I go to the post office, I got all my addresses written down, all the boxes, and they're like, is this the right address that it's going to? It's like, you're looking at the same box I'm looking at. Yeah, do I have to keep clicking yes on this? Come on, man, you're wasting my time. I gotta go home. I gotta go out and ship my books, and then I get to go back home. I'm not doing anything else, but you know, I'm going to Whataburger. But that's about it. For those of you who are watching, you're like, what the fuck is Whataburger? Whataburger is a fast food restaurant down south, and especially in Texas. It is the greatest fast food restaurant of all time. And if you think In-N-Out is, well, fuck you, you're wrong. So,
Hey, I'm from California. Come on now.
I knew you're gonna say In-N-Out. Hey, Lewis. Lewis doesn't have a profile picture on his YouTube.
No. Is it really?
He's in hiding right now.
I'm getting all these messages. How dare you say that about Budweiser? How dare you say that about Whataburger and In-N-Out Burger? I'm gonna get so much hate mail. Oh god. In-N-Out is trash.
Yeah.
Thank you. 100. You know, Hey, we should do some giveaways tonight. What do I got tonight to give away? What comic books are around me today? I got a part 1 of a connecting cover. I got No UFO, which is an adult book that I got. Someone gave me because, hey, you make adult comics, we're just gonna give you all the adult books that we don't want. Like, great, I got No UFO with like the worst art drawn on it, and like one of the aliens has like an O face, and like I think he's holding tit cups. I don't know what he's holding.
Oh my god.
But she's a redhead, and I'm pretty sure. So this came out August '96. X-Files came out like '96, right? When did X-Files come out? It was like the mid '90s, late '90s.
It was 90s.
Yeah, so like they got like a redheaded on here that kind of looks like old girl from the X-Files.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your giveaways that Tom is saying to go ahead and use as a crusty sock.
Hey, hold on.
No,
no,
stop looking. Stop looking.
Hey. That would have been funny.
It's like a sock and it's just like stiff.
I'll drink to that.
Oh my God, Russell!
In the Navy, we called them patrol socks. In-N-Out food gets its name from a 10-cent hooker. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and you got to worry about getting the herpaderp.
I'm using that for now on Herpaderp.
Oh boy!
So much.
Hey, we're off to a great show, Phil. We're only 19 minutes and 30 seconds in.
Whew, yeah.
You already pissed off California.
Yeah, I know. The entire state of California.
And I was born in California, so
Mr. California here.
I can never go back.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Phil, can't come in.
Let's see. They got Walt Disney, or not Walt Disney. They got Walt Disney or Disneyland.
Land, yeah.
And Hollywood, I guess. They got the Hard Rock Cafe out in LA. There's something to see. It's the same thing in every city. Hey, wait, Giovanni, do they still have that Hard Rock there?
Yeah, they do.
Is it garbage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Hey, Phil.
He's like,
Can Phil throw out a disclaimer saying whatever I say is not authorized by my employer? But I just like to say it is very good. I like to. I'm not saying this under duress.
I'm only here so I don't get fined. I go there for the great atmosphere.
They
Dude,
always
I love-
I go for burgers. I go for
Hang on.
burgers. We love
Hang
the
on, Giovanni. I'll
burgers.
take care of you. Let me go ahead and put this in the system real quick. Hang on, just a moment.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Y'all
I'm
go
gonna
ahead and
get
keep
kicked off YouTube.
talking. I got
It's all right. I mean, I if you're local, you really I don't like going to Hollywood because there's a lot of tourists over there and homeless, so I avoid it like a plague. So
Yeah, I heard. You know that song, the "I Love LA." I heard that when you land in LAX, there's a guy that comes out and says, "Welcome to Los Angeles. Now put a dick in your mouth."
Oh.
Is that true? Is that true? Because Kevin Smith says that a lot, and I'm starting to think it's real. It's got to be real, right?
Bill
Like,
Delta Live says, please send all hate mail to Totally Rad Comics.
wait, hold on. Totally, I'm seeing that now. Actually, Phil, it's support at totallyradcomics.com.
hey, it's
Dude,
gonna
I'm loving the news little the fancy feed, man. That's a new thing that I haven't seen before. Hey, I also love that I'm sitting next to the. I'm not only sitting next to the CD Zane chick, but I'm also sitting next to the Pants' Pizza chick. I got the best seat in the house. This is great.
true.
Watch out! You're gonna get a bunch of angry internet, warrior just hitting their keyboards in anger. How, dear Totally Rad, how dare you talk bad about In-N-Out Burger?
I'm gonna get a. No, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna get a sponsorship from Whataburger, and Whataburger's gonna be like, "We want you to do our next commercial," and I'll be like, "Hell yeah!" And finger licking. Good. Oh, wait, that's KFC. What's Whataburger? Hold on, I got a sweater that has like all the Whataburger stuff on it. Hold on a second.
Oh God.
God damn it, Jim! Really?
No way.
Oh, he does. Yes, he does.
Oh shit.
Russell
Still on the hanger and everything. Look at that.
for the hate mail because Russell wants to send some hate mail out. To Totally Rad
There we
Comics.
go. Oh, this is my favorite. This is why I wear it, because it says, "When I'm empty, please dispose of me properly." Like, that should be on my gravestone. Hot, fresh, made to order. I mean, that's my opening line for every chick I date. And then, oh yeah, here we go. Big fresh Whataburgers, just like you like it. I mean, this is like the most sexual innuendo fucking sweater. Also, who makes a sweater for a fast food chain that's in Texas? No one's gonna fucking wear this. I've never worn it once. So yeah. So like, dude, it's like
Tourist, Mr. Tourist.
this is like an episode of MTV Cribs, but like the most low budget version's like, "Welcome to Totally Rad Comics Cribs, and we're gonna show you the inside of Jimmy Noble's bedroom, where he's got the giant sticker on the wall and the Whataburger sweater, and the only sweater that literally the only thing that's on a hanger in my closet, by the way. Like, I got shirts on there that don't even fit me anymore. They're like all button up shirts for like interviews and stuff. Those don't fit me anymore. Sweater does though, because that's extra large. I took the shoulder pads out, but
Now, Jim, let me ask you this: the printer, whenever they did the sticker and everything, did they say they were just going to randomly choose covers to go ahead and do your next sticker? Because it could very well be the one with the veiny dicks on there that could be up above your bed next.
well, my girlfriend, my girlfriend had to help me put this one up, so I'm sure she would enjoy the next one to put up. Although I'm afraid that if she were to help me put the next one up, which would be right over here, she would make a lot of comments going, "Well, why can't you be that big?" And like, then I'd have to explain, like, it's not real, it's art.
It's art.
Hey, I'm not bad. I'm just drawn this way. Yeah, so this is my life as a cartoon character.
That's just freaked out because I just watched Roger Rabbit. Seriously, like the other night.
I love that movie.
Between
I used to be able to,
world, those are my two favorite as far as the animation ones.
I used to be able to do the way where he is like, where he does the that thing. I used to be able to do that. I can't do it anymore though because I got fat. But yeah, I used to be able to do some good Roger Rabbit impressions.
Damn.
So this is why I don't do voice work. So here I am doing the Unscripted podcast on June 13th, 2020. Here I am. I am 26 years old. I'm about to turn 27 on June 16th. And June 16th is when my next Kickstarter is dropping. Hey, see that segue?
Segue.
And there's no sexy clowns in this one. So stop asking me. No, there is sexy clowns on covers. Actually, no. Actually, there is a sexy clown in the story. Never mind. There is sexy clowns in this. Buy the book, you'll find out. Also, shout out to David Fott and Giovanni and Phil, who are both helping the Totally Rad Kickstarter that's happening. Giovanni wrote a story, Phil's helping to promote, and David did a cover.
I didn't do shit.
David didn't do anything. That's a surprise. You haven't heard it yet.
No,
So
I haven't heard
when I
anything yet.
announce it, it's a surprise. There we go. And also, you will find us all four of us on Cameo. David does Kane impressions from RoboCop 2. I
gotta do Arnold, dude. I gotta get to the chopper. You got.
Oh yes.
Get to the chopper.
I will do the world's worst Gilbert Gottfried impression.
Oh, no. Do it.
I can't, dude. It's so fucking bad. I'm Gilbert Godfrey. I can't do it. I was talking to Phil earlier about Norm Macdonald, and because my dad sent me a text. So this is the text that my dad sent me, and it sounded like a Norm Macdonald joke. I was like, "Are you ripping off Norm?" And he was just like, "What he said." Now, don't ask what we were talking about, but he sent me. He goes, "Mouth at gay orgy with gay men who want to do gay things to you because they're gay, but you are gay." Like, that sounds like Norm Macdonald would say that. Like
You can hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
like, hey, do you have a dog? And he's like, "No, I don't have a dog." Well, I guess it means you're gay. I love Norm Macdonald. Dirty Work, best movie ever. Artie Lang,
Oh, hell yeah.
superstar. Now wait, hold on. Here's my Artie Lang impression. For those of you who watch Artie Lang now, wait, I can't even flap my nose like he does. Like, his nose is so flat. Like, I'm Artie Lang.
Oh my god.
How do you do
That's
so
what
much
happens when you do too much cocaine. All those drugs. That's why you don't do drugs, kids, because you look like Artie Lang in the future.
Jesus, where'd Jim go?
Oh no! Yeah.
Wow. I was shocked like photo.
If I grow out my hair just a little bit more, I could do like Howard Stern or something. I can't really do Stern impressions, but I just like Howard Stern. But I heard he has a small wiener, and I can't really imitate that. Just the.
Right, your hair has almost got you to the point where you can actually just go ahead and start going around going, "Great Scott," and it would actually.
Well, fuck, man! All the lines I can think of from Back to the Future is only like Marty McFly lines, like, "Doc, you mean to tell me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? Well, I wanted to do it in style." Like, what the fuck? Like, I can only think of the Marty McFly, the lady's lady. Wait, go back. Hey, Phil, bring it back up. I can't read it. Oh my God, TMI. Who is this? I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
I don't know usernames. So, like, I only know people names. What am I, a computer?
I don't know. Should I tell him who it is, or you just want to have some fun tonight?
Can I have a guess?
No. I think you should have fun with it. Just make you sweat for a little bit.
Dude, I've been sweating since I got home because I'm too cheap to turn on the air conditioning.
He gave it up.
I knew it. That was my first guess. Eve. It was definitely Eve. Because nobody calls me Jim. Curious, what is the page count going to be on Rax and Violet #3? You know, that is a great question. I'm glad you asked that question since we were talking about amazing Kickstarters that are coming soon. Totally Rad Life of Violet #3 is going to be 16 pages with 4 pages added on as a stretch goal, which I believe we're going to add on automatically with the amount of money that I think we're going to make. And the 4 pages that we're adding is actually the story that Giovanni wrote. Rax, Radonian Alien Creature Killer Strike Force is also 16 pages, and you may be in for a surprise. You never know. So 16 pages minimum, and it's all totally rad art done by Alfred Lay, and stories by Jimmy Noble and Giovanni Barunda. I swear to God, I'm going to fuck up your name one of these days. And also, Rax is co-created by Kevin Johnson of Top End Gaming. Shout out to Kevin Johnson if you're out there. This one's for you. There's my Dennis Miller impression.
Now, I invited someone else here tonight, and she did show up. She's a little bit shy, so let me go ahead and put her comment up here. She just
Dunder, fuck it, yeah, Saint Fuck.
So
okay, Hold on, explain.
So her name is not Phoebe. You are to refer to her as Saint Fuck or Your Holiness or Your Highness. That's what she prefers to go by. But like I said, she's very shy. So I'm just letting you know she's in here and she's in the audience with us this time. Thanks for being here.
Okay. Hey, welcome to the party, pal. Hey, there you go. Die Hard.
There you go.
David, the cover you did is badass with the severed heads. That's the Roxy Summer special, right? David, is that the Roxy Summer special?
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. That was fun as hell.
Hell yeah.
That
Yeah.
was fun.
Yeah, because that cover you showed me for that DVD that you did, that the DVD art, I was like, I want that as a cover for my
You're
book.
getting
Like,
that
hell
original
yeah.
piece too, dude. You're getting that. You know
Yes,
that, right? The one I got.
that's
yeah,
right.
I'll send that to you.
Just let me know how much shipping is. I'll send you the money. Your Holiness
screw
is
that
the
out. Shipping
preferred.
ain't nothing, dude. No.
The Your Holiness, like holiness, holy, but you
Holiness?
spelled it with a whole. Which hole are we talking about? How many are we? Less holiness, holiness. Phil's shaking his head no, but also, so this is awesome. On my phone, the way it is, I'm only here to bully Phil. Hey, me too. So when I see Phil on my phone, the live and the countdown is where his eyes are, so he kind of looks like Cyclops, and you can only see the bottom of his mouth, and he's shaking his head, so it's like it sounds like Cyclops is just like. He's doing it again.
Uh-oh, we have a celebrity in here now, and he wants to
know. Tom Hutchinson.
No.
Oh no! See, he knows too. I wish he was in here earlier for that opening joke I made. David Fott, the biggest artist in South Africa.
Tom, we're trying to get him an application. He's just not going for it just yet.
Yeah. I get to make the grande lattes now and shit. I'm excited.
And get yelled at by customers because you didn't make their venti non-fat, super whatever the hell they make.
Wait, hold on. Let me get my hair right for this. I got to be a Karen. Let me be a Karen for a second.
Pretty cool if he could draw a foam and get that going in there. I mean, there's no telling what he would draw in there.
Tom chimed in. He goes, "What's David doing on here?" He goes, "Why is he not working at Starbucks tonight?"
You mean I got to hire?
Wait a minute, David's wondering because he didn't think he got paid the first time. How is he being hired if he wasn't hired the first time?
Oh, I am not going there. No.
Oh shit!
Hey guys, God, that was great.
For those of you here that don't know who Tom Hutchison is, he is the
he's the guy who sent David that dirty message.
Yeah, it's actually Tom. Tom's like,
yeah, he pretty much he owns Big Dog Inc. So he's got a little bit of power.
I have the power. Shout out to Tom Hutchinson, by the way. I had someone reach out to me asking about a Steph Wilson cover because I do a lot of Steph Wilson covers of Totally Rad Comics. Unfortunately, the cover they were asking about was not unfortunately, they were asking about a Big Dog Inc. cover. So I was like, yeah, you gotta talk to Tom Hutchinson. I didn't do that cover for my books.
Sorry.
So, but shout out to Tom. I sent you some business your way today. Just want to let you know. Also, Tom, I don't think we're friends on Facebook. I think we should be friends. We work with a lot of the same people. I think it would be great. So yeah. Also, buy Phil booze awaits me. Don't let everyone know you let me and a bunch of other ladies sexually harass you in the Discord.
I can.
What does that mean, Phil?
It said statement.
Yeah, Phil.
Phil.
I'm like, what?
We need to talk.
Yeah, we need to have.
I'm gonna let you. Talk. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret here because you know that BDI has their Patreon and everything. Well, Sora Sung has a Patreon as well. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, okay. That's who that was. Okay, I know exactly who that is. I actually have a sketch of. I bought a mystery box from Ryan Kincaid once, and it had one of her original art sketches in it. And
dude.
Yeah, it's not near me right now, but I know exactly where it is. But yeah, I got a original art from her. David can't work at.
Yeah, I got fired. That's why. It happened like in one night.
He asked the girl if he could draw her like one of her French lattes. Friends convinced me. Well, Tom. Fuck. I hate pressure.
He like long walks on the beach.
This is like the worst interview ever. I'm really good at making comic books. I like independent comic books. I do totally rad things. My company's called Totally Rad Comics. I feel like I'm being put on the spot.
It's very subtle.
Tom, I've actually been a big fan of your work for quite a few years now. Actually, Tom, you know, obviously you don't know who I am. Well, maybe you do. I don't know. I was a grader at CBCS for 5 years, and I graded a lot of your Big Dog Ink books. You're actually one of the inspirations. You're actually one of my inspirations. Between you and Murat Michaels, Dan Mendoza, you know, guys like you doing the books that you guys do. That's the reason why I do the books that I do, is because you guys basically paved the way for me to do what I do now. So shout out for that. Why do you have to make the big screen? You're making the boobs bigger. Wait, actually, so also, if anyone likes this cover, it's available on my website. The sticker's not though. Yeah, everyone wants the sticker now, and like I can't afford the sticker for everybody. That sticker's expensive. I'm sold. Friend me up. Yes, yeah. I made a new friend today. Yeah. I mean, between like this is the best day ever. I got to talk to Roy Thomas and then Tom Hutchinson. Like literally, like my like this is like the best comic book day ever.
So I just want to say that Jim actually prefers that whenever you friend him, that the first thing you do is just send your artwork and just other kinds of stuff like this and send it in places like Kickstarter and everything he wants to go to. And then definitely ask him to just grade your books. Don't ask him how his day's going or anything. Just say, can you grade my books? He loves hearing this kind of stuff. So I'm just giving you a hint on that.
It'd be like I didn't just send him like artwork. Say, here you go.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I can't talk about that because it's part of your rules. I'll send you all my scripts for review. Hey, speaking of, by the way, Tom, also I really do have to, like, seriously though, thank you for turning down a lot of Steph Wilson stuff, because a lot of what you turned down from Steph Wilson, he brings it to me, and then I'm like, I don't say no, so I'm usually like, hell yeah, let's do it. So I do appreciate you. You kind of threw me a bone per se with Steph Wilson on some of the covers and story ideas. So thank you a lot for that. Also, I know you're really busy doing a lot of a lot of Critter and Shazard and all that stuff. And yeah, I really enjoy your work. But also, yeah, shout out. Thank you for denying Steph Wilson stuff so I can do things. Sloppy second, yes. And Tom, I'll send you some of my book, and you'll never know how true that statement is. Oh, we lost Giovanni.
Giovanni. He's like gone.
I gained a new friend, and I lost my other friend. I don't know where'd he go. I know he's down there somewhere. Hello.
There can be only one.
Where, you there? No, okay.
So sick. Oh, he's back.
Oh no, he's back! Yay!
He came in through the back door.
Oh, he went there. Yes, he did.
Oh, watch it out.
Yeah, I lost internet signal for a bit.
He came in through the totally rad door.
Where the Coke is free.
Tom, just to let you know, this is the after hours show that I do. It's happening once a week, Saturdays on YouTube only, late at night, so that we don't, we can get away with a little bit more, just a small amount more.
Very little bit.
It's every Saturday on here, but if you want to be on at some point, let me know, and I'll definitely shoot you the link.
No.
You can get on here and interview Jim.
Oh my God. Me and Tom Hutchinson in the same. Oh my God. It'd be like what's that? Oh God, what's that?
I was like, okay, I'm done.
It'd be like when Frank Miller and Todd McFarlane did Spawn and Batman. Giovanni was like, Jim's laying it on thick. I do appreciate it though, and I'm certainly aware of you and your stuff as well. So yeah, hey, I'm glad. Thank you. That really made my day. That made me smile. Thank you, Tom. Wait, you mean I'm not supposed to do all this all week?
No.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, we've been talking about a lot of cocaine. What can we do all
the
week?
back door thing again? I was like, no.
No,
Oh, no.
destroying your nose. Destroying your nose with all that coke. That's what,
Oh
that's
yeah,
really-
the Artie Lang nose. Oh shoot.
Dang.
Oh man. Hell, oh, Jesus, we're already 41 minutes into this. We haven't even talked. Like, there hasn't been a topic. We've just been talking about veiny dicks and.
We just got Phil going.
Well, that's I mean, we it's unscripted. We can have fun with whatever we want to do.
I love it. I love unscripted so much because you never know what's gonna happen. Like it's like what's that? It's like improv. Yeah, improv. The uncensored. Yeah, literally
Uncensored.
the uncensored. We can't even show the clips of any of this on Facebook. You're
Sounds
welcome.
like an 80s horror movie, The Uncensored.
The uncensored. Oh, it's directed by George Romero and it's written by John Carpenter.
There you go.
It's one of the their lesser known films. It was only released in Italy in 1982. It only filmed in 13 Italian theaters, and it starred a very young Joe Piscopo. And it actually is the reason why he got the gig at SNL. So.
No, they don't.
Thick demon fit. Wait, what do they mean by thick?
Actually,
I don't think I want to know.
And no, that's the one that Christy Shin drew of me.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, see, everybody's already seen it. It's all good. Everybody's seen it.
It's all good.
All right, Russell.
It was disturbing.
You can't unsee it.
It was disturbing. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No.
I would say it's what my dreams are made of, but this is like right where my bed is, and actually that's what my dreams are made of. Literally, like, you ever seen that movie like Rain Man? Is it Rain Man? No, not Rain Man. No, not Dustin Hoffman. He was in Star Wars. What's the name of it? Truman Show. No, not Truman Show. It's the Groundhog Day. That's it. Groundhog Day. Every day, waking up, same music, and he's watching the same episode of Jeopardy, and that's basically my life, except for the music that I wake up to. It's everyone's got their theme song. Apparently, I got the circus theme.
I need to come up with a theme song to go ahead and open up this show every week.
I think it should. I think it should be the circus theme because it's nothing but a bunch of ass clowns and.
The Killer Clowns theme.
Oh yes, by the Dickies. The
Yes,
Dickies and the
Dickies.
Killer Clowns. Oh yes, I know that song. I listen to it just by it's on my playlist when I work out. I'm editing covers right now for ClickCon,
Yes.
but yeah, I joined the nonsense anytime. Oh boy,
Yes.
Oh yeah,
that'll be interesting.
For sure. Yeah, that'd be fun.
we'll definitely get him on here then. Because Tom, if you want to be on here, yeah, I'll get you a seat. That's not an issue. That'll be fun. And then as far as I'm going to go ahead and say it right now because ClickCon is going to be huge. Is not even the word to use for that one. I mean, it's going to be above and beyond because it's coming out in September,
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
And it's got Wendy Steen Shaner and CB Zane.
Yep.
And I believe it's 64 pages. A 64-page book, correct? Want to say 64? 64? I wish it was 69, but you can't really do 69 pages in a book. Well, unless you put the last page on the back cover, then I guess it could be 69 pages.
Have the last one blank to sketch on.
Yeah. You draw the 69 page.
Yeah. It's your choice. Choose your own adventure.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love those books. I read it. I like the ones where you gotta jump to like page like 37, and then from 64 big
Damn.
pages. Big. Wait. Oh,
Damn.
I can't even. Big. Big pages. Yes. See, I pay attention to what's going on the interwebs.
Oh, is this the last time we're supposed to grab our glasses in? Where the mine's at?
Oh wait,
I always have to wear mine. I'm blind if I don't have them.
I gotta put my head
Mine's
on.
just for computer
Now I
screens.
look like a cool kid. You know, I got my backwards hat, got my glasses. You know, I look like a
mine's
90s
gone out well.
skateboarder. Got a Jack Black shirt. I just need a skateboard.
I have to have a hat on because look at that crap. Look, ooh, still got
Oh, dude, like, tell me about it, man. I gotta get a haircut bad. It's bad. My girlfriend keeps telling me, she's like, you need to get a haircut. I'm like, I can't get a haircut. All the barbershops are closed because of COVID. And she goes, the state's reopened. I'm like, oh, I guess I got to go get a haircut.
Oh, crap, we got to go now. I live in the city where that Great Clips happened.
The Great Clips?
Like that Great Clips where like the one person had like infected like was supposed to like 84 people or something. Yeah, I live in that town.
Jeez.
And then come to find out, like, they released it, like, no one was infected. They just thought they were, and, like, nobody was positive.
Well, my stylist is kind of a jerk and always has some kind of an interview show that he does all the time. It's hard to get a schedule in to get my stuff done. I don't understand.
It's called The Buzz.
Are you kidding me? That's the name of it?
No,
what?
No, I'm serious. Like,
damn it. Hey, I'm gonna make a barbershop now and call it The Buzz. That's perfect. That's like a name for like a military barbershop. Like one of the a barbershop on military base is called Buzz. Well, actually, no, if they call it Buzz, because then people would get confused thinking it's a bar. It's like, oh wait, don't you mean buzzed?
It could be a drink and haircut. Your barber's actually drinking.
It could be take a shower, get a haircut, and then you're in the chair and you're all messed up and you're like trying to get a haircut and you're like,
no, the barber is the one that needs to be messed up on drinking while they're giving you the haircut. You never know what you're gonna get.
Dude, I got some of the worst haircuts, man. When I was in the Navy, they would call them the barracks haircuts, where like some dude would have, you know, like a set of clippers, and like you're like, oh man, I can straighten your stuff up right away, and then it's like, zzz, and it's like, what the hell? Like, then you know, I'm basically bald for like 3 weeks, and then my hair grows back. And I used to do the high and tight, where I would shave the entire sides and then keep the top, but then I'm starting to lose my hair, so now it's like I'm afraid to get a haircut. That's the other reason why I don't get a haircut.
Yeah, I got a receding back here.
Got a horrible receding hairline. It's like, comb it over.
You can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Stand.
I don't know, Phil. I don't know how you do it, man. I would be doing the bandanas right now.
Oh, I told myself if it gets any worse, like I'm going Phil, man. I'm going full on Phil. I'm doing it.
I can't. Dude, I'm so lazy when it comes to shaving, man. It's like I don't want to take a razor to my head. Like it's gonna like cut my brain or something, you know.
Ow! He like walks out with toilet paper all over his head.
Yeah, it's like.
Now I will say this: whenever I first started shaving, it was like my first or second year of shaving. I was in the shower and I sneezed whenever I was shaving the side. And it cut straight through. Now I was working at Blockbuster at the time as assistant manager, and I went into my store manager's like, you can't wear a hat while you're working. And I'm like, I have to wear a hat tonight. And he's like, no, you don't understand. That's against company policy. I took it off. And of course I had this military style bandage looking thing up here trying to keep it from bleeding all over the place. And he was like, yeah, tonight you can wear a hat. I'm like, yeah, okay. So never again. Anytime I feel like I'm getting, a sneeze or anything, it's like I hold the razor way out here.
Oh, man.
Did you say Blockbuster?
Yeah, Blockbuster, yes.
Wow.
Oh, I got more hair. Tom, I am jealous of your hair, man. Not gonna lie, I wish I had hair like that.
Me too.
Because unfortunately, my hair is curly, so like I get the giant afro going. But I'm cool with the brothers. But
hang on.
Oh no!
And there it is. Just making sure we cover all the bases.
Hey, they told me it was cool to say that, so I wait, please send support at totallyradcomics. Dude, I swear to God, if I get an email tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed. It's not from In-N-Out or Budweiser.
Send you one.
The virgins are gonna be mad.
No, what's gonna be worse is like 20 years from now when I'm like if I'm like mainstream, like I'm a mainstream writer and I'm like doing like something like Spider-Man or something, and then they're gonna find these unscripted videos, and they're like, Oh my god!
Giovanni's gonna be the whole how you done it, the mad keyboard warrior, whatever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be them tomorrow.
They're gonna find these videos like 20 years from now. I'm gonna be like on one issue of Spider-Man or something, and then they're gonna be like, the writer of Spider-Man said something about this in 2020. It's like, what the fuck?
Wait,
They're gonna-
Spider-Man's supposed to become a clown at some point? I didn't realize that.
Hey, you know, I forgot who I was talking to. I told somebody, I was like, I'll only write Spider-Man if I could write Spider-Man fucking Mary Jane. So my chances of me writing for Marvel are pretty slim. Because that's what everyone wants to see. They're tired of seeing the same old, Spider-Man's going to fight the Green Goblin. How many times has he fought the Green Goblin? He's died, come back. Like you grow up a Spider-Man, now you want to see him bang because you're an adult, and that's what adults do. They watch pornography. And where's all the Spider-Man? Where's the Marvel adult section? You know, there's a lot of adults that read Marvel. I'm sure they would enjoy an adult imprint. Like everyone went nuts to see Batman's dick. So you gotta imagine how crazy they would go for the fucking jizz, the spider web jizz of Peter Parker shooting one on fucking Mary Jane. I mean, tell me I'm wrong, because everyone went nuts for that
No.
Batman dick book.
Here's the thing, though, and this is not just because Tom is in here, because Tom puts us out there quite a bit and everything, but why are we just going with Spider-Man? Why are we just going with Superman? Why are we going with Batman? Why are we not going with characters that are yours, that you want to create, that are brand new, that are different, that are totally rad? Like with your stuff. That stuff is not out there. That's why it sells as well as it does and everything with that.
That's true.
With your stuff and your style, the way that you've gotten it locked in with your style now, yours is selling and going to be selling a lot more as you keep going with your covers and all, because you're going with something different. You're not doing the regular Wonder Woman or Supergirl or whatever up there. You're actually thinking outside of the box.
Yeah, I'm doing sexy clowns.
Exactly. So right now, indie has gotten so much attention because Big Two is kind of being overshadowed, shall we say. So right now is the best time to go ahead and start shining and showing what you can really do.
Mm-hmm. There you go. And didn't they just announce that DC is completely left Diamond and they're doing all the distribution now?
That is correct. But
wow.
See, everyone's going, wow. Me, I saw the writing on the wall. I knew that they were going to be the first ones to jump ship because Marvel already invested so much in it, and they think that Diamond is going to pull them out of this. Whereas what a lot of comic book stores have learned is that they don't have to rely on one source, and they sure don't have to rely on the Big Two. There are other places they can go to, and that's what's great is because now they're starting to go, hey, does anybody know any publishers that we could possibly get some books from? Hell, yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Got a handful of them.
That's awesome.
Or not a handful. Like basketball?
What?
I don't know. I was thinking of something bigger than a hand. I was like basket, bucket, shopping cart,
banana,
box, banana. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh my God, Jim is the real life Randall from Clerks. Love it.
Yes.
I don't know who Scott K is, but that guy just made my day. All they do is mash up characters now. Yep.
That's the truth.
And then Lewis said India has taken over the comic.
Yes.
Now,
you said India. Did you say India? You said India.
No, I said Indy.
Sound like you said India.
No. There's a little bit of hair over your ears. You might want to pull that and part it to the side.
What's that, Sonny?
Take a look.
Oh, God.
Oh, it was Indy.
So I'm going to go ahead and say on this that there's a lot of people that whenever they see this kind of message, they're like, oh, well, that's not right because it's not a war. It's not this. It's not that. Okay, it's not a war. It really isn't. And people are working together to try to build things up. The problem is that indies have never had the spotlight. Except for back in the 90s, whenever they were, whenever people actually presented them in the way that they did and the big seven that was there and what they did, hey, that happened. It worked. It didn't actually get even blown out to where it was no longer necessary. It was one of those things where they're like, let's take this out to our different areas. So
blown
with
out.
that and with what's going on now we
Oh.
have a little more spotlight on there, and things can be shown a little bit more out there to go ahead and get some more attention, which is great because finally indies have the option of going ahead and getting more spotlight than they usually do. You go into any LCS, what do you always see up front of the LCS? Marvel. What do you see next?
Mhm.
What's at the back of the store? Indies.
Oh,
Indies.
the adult books, the porn
Yep.
books.
Well, it depends on what store you're going into. My store
Adults only.
don't have the adult books.
Actually, the stores I go to is right up front, and then they got the whips and the chain. Oh wait, we're talking about comic books here.
Yeah.
Never
Or the
mind.
curtain places.
Yeah,
I walk by the curtain.
there's a hole in the wall. What's up with the hole in the wall? Jim's gonna have so much mail tomorrow. I got words one. I got. Oh God, someone read this to me. I can't read.
I got word one
Yeah,
already
so-
been sent. Wonder what it says.
I got what? I got words one other. Oh God damn it.
Indie isn't going to overtake the big companies, but they can thrive outside the direct market system, and that is absolutely
Damn straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Marvel will always have enough money to just bombard the market with a bunch of books that no one wants to buy. You know what I mean? They have that financial
yeah.
backing of doing
Yeah,
that.
like Snow Job and Snowflake or whatever the hell the new Warriors.
Oh God.
yeah.
Giovanni knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke someone made making fun of, people, like those type of characters. And nope, it's real.
Nope.
I just
Somebody
like
sent me
cool.
that, and I thought it was a joke too, and I was like, "Really?" And they're like, "No, it's real. Look." And they
Like
sent
it-
a whole damn description.
It's
I was
like
what?
it's like something that I would imagine a Republican or like somebody who hates the left would make fun. Would create. So I was like,
Make
man,
fun of.
like I thought it was a parody, and it was like,
Yeah.
no, that's real. And I was just like,
I thought it was a satire parody or something. I was like, "Oh, you kidding me?"
it's like, man, who? And that's the sad thing about with comic shops only have so much room for books, for stock, stuff like that, and with all this Marvel bombarding, the market, they don't give a lot of indies a chance
No.
to go on the shelf, which is sad because there's a lot of great books out there that if they got the shot, people would want to buy them. But do we really need 7 X-Men books? Do we really need
No.
13, this series? No, we don't. We just need 1.
Well, I mean, if Rogue's gonna be topless in the if we get Savage Land Rogue in 7 of those 7 X-Men books, then yes, we do. However, they haven't done Savage Land Rogue, which is the most popular version of Rogue in over almost 30 years.
Dude.
No, that's not entirely true because there was a variant cover that didn't even go
Yeah,
it didn't even go on an X-Men book. Marvel released the variant cover for Savage Land Rogue on another one of their Marvel books, and I can't remember which series it was. And they were doing this a lot where they were actually, putting Fantastic Four on Silver Surfer. They were putting, Wolverine on Spider-Man, and just different things on there. It made no sense whatsoever, but people were buying it left and right because they were low print runs, and all that kind of fun stuff. So they were very valuable and very you could get them that way. What's the point?
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
How many people okay, before events that have gone on, current events and everything, I'll agree with you on that one. But now that we've had time to sit back and get deconstructed from all that, people can kind of look at it going, do I really want to spend the money on that one this time?
I totally agree with you on that, Phil.
I've actually been
Seriously,
watching
I
this Totally
agree.
Rad thing, that's online and everything. Maybe I need to see if this place will carry it in their LCS, or I just need to go straight over here to his Kickstarter next week and jump on there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can tell
agree.
you, a lot of LCSs will not carry my books. Trust me, I've tried. Watch
Oh, nice.
for Savage Land character mashups coming soon.
Oh, wait a minute. Are we speaking BDI on this one?
Wait a minute.
Oh,
Speaking
man.
of Savage Land type stuff and Cave Woman stuff, Totally Rad Comics is doing a Cave Woman one shot in August. So watch out for that as well. I guess there's a theme going on here. I like it.
Well, that's the first that I've heard Tom mention anything about that, if that's full
Yeah.
BDI. But Tom is also very good about keeping secrets, which drives me insane.
Well, somebody's got to be good at it because I suck at secrets. As soon as I get a cover, I'm usually like, I quickly show somebody. Whoever's online, Savage,
Yes.
Nairobi cover, now we are talking.
I
Yes.
agree.
Agree full-heartedly.
In yours, Larry, I could definitely see that happening just because of the way the characters are, and you can actually mash that up that way, and it would work for your cover. There are too many that you get the cheesecake covers that have absolutely nothing to do with it whatsoever. I mean, you're talking about the most technologically advanced city in the world in this particular book or whatever, and on the front you're going to have a Savage Land character. That makes no sense on that. But if you incorporate it somehow the right way on there, then it works. And yes, I agree, Tom, because I couldn't think of the word at the time, but burlesque marketing, yes.
Yes.
And it is very true because Tom will tease you to the point where whenever his Kickstarter launches, it's like you can't get to it fast enough to click that damn button to go, I want in on something. And then it's worse because Tom will keep going along going, oh, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Call now and get these exclusive knives made in Japan that for only $19.95, regular price $79.99. You can get these awesome knives that cut through bricks.
But that's good because whenever you can do that, like Tom has done with his Kickstarters and all, people go into it saying, okay, my budget for this Kickstarter is $40. Wrong. Sorry, you're going to have to go ahead and pull from something else to get a little bit larger budget because he adds stuff in there that wasn't supposed to be there, that you had no idea that was going to be there. The thing that he did with the Steph Wilson football cover, just because of the fact that it was, okay, it was Princesses versus Zombies, and it's a football cover. So the first thing everybody watching this right now or later on, they'd be like, what the hell does that have to do with it? The time that it was released was during the draft. So it was perfect timing, and it made sense on when you were getting it. And the cover was phenomenal. So it was one of those no-brainers where you're just like, how many can I get? And for those who got more than one issue of that, good job, y'all. Because that's going to be worth some serious money. But that's one of those things where he's talking about with the burlesque marketing is doing that. And I know that why am I pointing? What
are you pointing at me for? What did I do?
David, you drinking water?
Yeah, I'm drinking water now.
What?
I'm hydrating.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing. I was like, what are we looking at here?
I was pointing at the square over here. Well, technically, he is a square.
The old man.
I thought I was the only sober one.
Huey Lewis did say it's hip to be square.
That's why
I love Huey Lewis.
Now,
Huey Lewis and the motherfucking news.
Now, Jim, I'm going to ask you a question, but beforehand, I want to make sure that you understand you don't have to give all of the answer.
Okay.
So
wait, hold on, wait a minute. This isn't going to hold up in court, is it? Okay.
According to the paternity test.
Jim, you are the father.
Oh, God. Is he Filipino? Because if he is, then it's probably true. Okay, so what's your question?
So my question is with Lewis is wondering what's going on.
I've been drinking.
It's called The Drink.
With your Kickstarter about to be released next week, if we stick to the actual time frame when we hit that button.
Yeah. Wait, you mean not in 5 minutes when I hit the launch?
I mean, it could be in 5 minutes. It could be at 3 o'clock in the morning. You're just like, screw it. Click. I'll wake up in the morning and be like, well, damn, we're live. So with your Kickstarter, you have plans, and all you have to do is say yes or no. So don't give details. Do you have plans to release any more throughout the Kickstarter to kind of add to the pot?
Any more what?
Any more anything, whether it be covers, whether it be stretch goal items, expansion items, whatever.
I've been told by my lawyer not to answer this question. For those of you who know the track record of Totally Rad Comics, obviously the answer is going to be yes. But I can't say much after that. But yes, there will be more. Okay. We're not counting stretch goals, right?
Not the regular stretch goals, no. But the goals, whenever you get to a certain point, and you can actually add on another cover or another book or pages or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. I mean, like I said, that's why I was making sure you weren't giving too much information away on that. That's why I was getting ready for technical difficulties to hit you if you started talking.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Back up. That's all you wanted to know. You could have asked me any question in the world, and that's the only question you had for me? All right. Well, now you lost your chance. Too late. You can't ask me anything more.
I was testing to see how drunk you actually were, because, if you'd have started talking just, nonstop on there, I would have had to technically, released you from here to make sure it didn't hurt your campaign that way.
And another thing, then I got this cover by this artist and this cover by this artist. Oh, did I mention that I'm doing an exclusive lenticular and metal and blah? And, oh God. Shut up.
No, the lenticular is not the one you were excited about. It was the scratch and sniff.
Yes, the scratch. I can't do that on the gangbang cover because. Do you know how long it would take to make those scratch and sniff covers?
Okay, it's rolling. Send the hate mail.
Support at totallyradcomics.com.
You spelled support wrong.
Oh no! Wait, hold on. Wait. I got something better. Please send all your hate mail to donaldtrump@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
I bet you that's like that might be his email. I swear to God, if I go on the Totally Rad Comics page and I see like I go from X amount of likes to less likes, it's like I must have really fucked up this time.
Well, you're just lucky you're not on Twitter.
But also, I want to say for those of you who are watching who enjoy Totally Rad Comics, I love all you. I love all my fans. They're not really fans to me; they're friends, and you're friends with me on Facebook. I talk with you a lot, so I love my fans. You're not just fans to me; you're friends. You might possibly be best friends. So and I'm not. This isn't drunk Jim saying I love all you guys, man. But no, I'm serious. You guys are so great to me. No, I'm serious. So like, I have really great friends. I've made some really great friends from these Totally Rad fans, and also the Totally Rad Fan Club is coming. So if you want to sign up for a yearly subscription for the Totally Rad Fan Club to get an exclusive variant that you'll get every year for signing up on the Totally Rad Fan Club, and it comes up, it's just like Kiss. When Kiss did the Kiss Army, and you get that exclusive card with the ID number on and everything. Well, guess what? Totally Rad Comics is totally doing we already did an orgy cover for Benny.
What is this?
Oh,
See, I'm jealous of that. I still need to get a cover from Marat Michaels. I've had Dan Mendoza do covers for me, who was a big inspiration. Marat is next on my list of someone to do covers for me. Orgy cover, man, I don't know if I could beat that.
damn.
I'm sure that wasn't cheap.
Now, hang on, because I know how Tom is, and I know he doesn't allow a lot of this stuff on his covers because his work speaks for itself, and it's great books, and he doesn't need that on the front and everything, and that's what he lives by with that. So I'm very curious as to what he means by this, because I'm thinking there's an extra meaning in there somehow, some way. Or we just completely missed something in the past that now I'm going to be looking for. It's probably going to be one of those he's going to pull out of his special box that he's got on his show that he does on Wednesdays. And it's going to be one of those that you don't want to bid for unless the price comes out first. Some of those guys have been in there like, claim, and then he'll go, yeah, it's $150. And be like, yeah, I want to go ahead and take my claim off of there if I can, please.
Like that.
So, Jim, is it true, like, one of your Kickstarter things, is it going to be like you with a video doing the helicopter?
Dude, I got to look. I've had to censor so many things for this Kickstarter. Giovanni had to help me do a couple of those things. I just want to like make people aware. It is not easy to censor jizz on a comic book cover, especially when there's a lot of jizz on a comic book cover.
You have like specs of your comic book cover showing.
Yeah, like literally, like there's only certain spots on the cover that I can show, and like I can't even show like a full face on one of these covers that I have. I could barely show the eyes. I mean, it's that bad. Like, actually, there's one that I can't even show the face at all because I mean, it's just it's like Frosty the Snowman.
Got milk ad.
Yeah, it's milk. I swear to God, it's milk. It's
You know what you need to do? You need to make a glow in the dark cover where every bit of that shows in glow in the dark.
This Kickstarter, I'm doing an acetate cover, and this isn't a secret. Like, this is I put this out there. I'm doing an acetate cover. They're calling it PVC covers now. I remember the '90s. It's acetate to me, but that is one thing like that. I think that'd be really cool to do is glow in the dark. Oh no, speaking of glow in the dark, Giovanni just went in the dark.
No.
Well, he was frozen, so he disconnected. I think he's back.
Oh.
There we go.
I'm back. I don't know what's going on today.
Back again.
Hold on. Why do you have 2020 on your wall?
Girlfriend graduated grad school.
Okay, that makes
sweet.
sense. Like, who's celebrating the year 2020 right now?
Well, she did. Well, I mean, she got gypped out of her graduation, so I was like, okay, let me decorate the house a bit and make her feel a little more special.
Oh, Scott. Damn.
See, UV light to the cover to make sure. See, I'm worried like with dark lights and stuff because you might get a cover from me where like, why is the cover glowing and there's no like glow stuff on it when you take a dark light to it?
Wait, hang on. That merits it yet again. Let me go ahead and put this. There we go.
Oh man, yeah.
It's hilarious. Put it on your phone or something to watch it.
I just need to leave that rolling the whole night, I guess.
Do it.
Yeah. We should just set up an email just for that.
Support at totallyradcomics.com. Please forward all my hate mail to my sister, Marion Knopp of York, Pennsylvania.
So Larry said, and here I was not wanting to do boobs, and one of my artists finally conned me into doing it for the next time around. Rare and limited, but jizz, damn son. So Jim is a pioneer as far as doing that. So that's his signature in life is jizz on covers.
Yeah, I'm the jizz man.
Evolution.
Oh God, I don't want to be known as the jizz man now. Oh God, what have I done? I went from clowns to I went from clown guy to jizz dude. That sounds gay. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being gay, by the way. I support.
Oh no!
I'm not saying it in a negative way. I swear to God, it's cool if you're gay. I have a lot of gay friends.
Bill,
Think of that
put it back on there. Put it back on there.
Speaking of holes and gay, make David say something now. David, something. Dave's not here, man. Something, Jack side.
Something, just side.
No. Hey, speaking of dark side, did you see that Scott Grimes video?
Oh yeah.
Your
birthday?
No.
You didn't see it?
What the hell? No.
The one I posted yesterday?
No.
Scott Grimes?
Yeah.
Called me a motherfucker?
No. The hell he did.
You're fucking with me.
No, dude, I didn't. Seriously, I wasn't on Facebook that much yesterday. I was working.
Oh. Are you sure? I thought you commented on it.
Good cover, David. Because Tom's in here. That's good cover. You're working.
No.
Yes.
Holy shit. No, I got to look at that after this.
Yeah. It was funny. So my sister gave me a early birthday present. They got Scott Grimes. And it was funny. Like, she was telling me.
I did. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was funny because she was telling me like stuff that he's in. Like, she didn't want to say the name. She wanted me to guess who it was. She goes, do you watch American Dad? I was like, yeah, like, dude, I'm a huge Simpsons fan. I love animation, so of course I watch American Dad. It's a talking fish and a gay alien. Why wouldn't I watch that cartoon?
Hell yeah.
And she's like, American Dad? I was like, uh-huh. And she goes, The Orville? And I was thinking, like, Seth MacFarlane? No, it can't be Seth MacFarlane. Like, I immediately went Seth MacFarlane's like American Dad, Orville. That's obviously Seth MacFarlane. And then she said Band of Brothers, and I was like, oh, Scott Grimes. I was like, why didn't you just lead with like Critters 1 or 2?
I was just like, Critters would have been with me.
like it like as soon as she said Band of Brothers, says I of course I see a lot of I've seen a lot of TV shows and movies and stuff. So Band of Brothers, like for those of you who don't know, Scott Grimes plays an American soldier in Band of Brothers. He's a soldier that's trying to get a Luger because he thinks it's going to be so badass killing a German and getting one of their Lugers. Yeah, Scott Grimes is in that Band of Brothers, but he's originally known for Critters and Critters 2, which a lot of people forget about. I mean, it's brushed over as a Gremlins knockoff, but it is way better than Gremlins by a million times over. And also, technically, Critters was created and written before Gremlins was even made. It just was in production hell before it's turned into a movie.
Yeah.
So it came out during the time of Ghoulies and Critters and all those Gremlin knockoffs. And
there's also designed by the Chino brothers too.
Yeah.
From the Killer Clowns.
Part 1 and 2 were pretty badass movies.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they were. And to a lesser extent, Part 3 was the first Leonardo DiCaprio movie, but it was Part 3 was pretty bad. Part 4 was Part 4 was better than 3, but those last two. You got you
had the girl.
Four had Brad.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Billy Zane. Yeah, Billy Zane is in the first Critters movie. Yep.
Gotta watch Critters tomorrow.
You gotta have a Critters marathon. And for like those of you who are watching this too, and who are fans of Totally Rad Comics, so I'm a huge Critters fan. And fun fact, I was in talks with Warner Brothers Studios. The guys who like own DC and all that. I was in talks with them because apparently they own the Critters franchise, and I was going to do a Critters comic book. And unfortunately, DC was like, well, we can't license out the Critters franchise. Or not DC, Warner Brothers was like, we can't license out the Critters franchise. It's like, who else would want to ever do a Critters comic book? I mean, obviously, David would love to do a Critters comic book.
Oh,
and I'm sure Giovanni would love to do a Critters comic. We would love to do Critters comic books.
Yeah.
But apparently, they have better plans for the Critters franchise, which, come on. I mean, it hasn't been good since 1988.
But didn't they have the two movies? Like there was one like a movie, then like a Shudder series or something.
They did, yeah. They did a Shudder series, and they did another movie, but that wasn't through Warner Brothers. It was through a different company. And I reached out to the guy who directed the last Critters movie. I found him. I reached out to him. I said, "Hey, man," and I was talking to him. I was like, "Hey, you did the last Critters movie, so obviously you're gonna know this answer. What do I got to do to get on board onto doing like a Critters comic book?" And he's like, "You're gonna have to talk to Warner Brothers about that." And I was like, "Well, for Land of the Lost, I got screwed by another publisher."
Oh man!
Wow.
Land of the Lost.
That would have been amazing.
Man, that would have been awesome. Freaking why am I fucking up the name? Goddamn Marshall, Will, and Holly, and Land of the Lost. Man, I love Land of the Lost.
That'd have been amazing.
Yeah, that would have been great.
3 stacks, man.
There's some of these publishers that own rights to some of these movies, and like the guys who made those movies hate. Like I know, like the guy who created Society, Brian.
Just Yakuza, Yanuza, whatever his name is.
Yeah, he fucking hates Dynamite because they fucked him over. On one of the books that they did, and same thing with Reanimator. Brian not Brian who played
Gordon?
David Combs. Stuart Gordon. David, is it David Combs? David Combs, right?
Jeffrey Combs.
Jeffrey Combs. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs won't sign anything Dynamite.
Shit.
That's Reanimator. Bruce Campbell won't sign any Army Darkness books from Dynamite. He'll only sign the Dark Horse limited series from 1992 and the Dark Horse Evil Dead series from 2008. But once Dynamite got the rights to Army of Darkness, he won't sign anything from them. He'll sign Scapegoat, who had the rights to Evil Dead 2. It's so weird who has the rights to which movie.
Yeah.
Like Evil Dead 2 was owned by Scapegoat and Army of Darkness is owned by Dynamite. So it's like, I don't know how that works.
I've got the Scapegoat ones.
Now, since
Scapegoat was great.
Since you're on the subject right now of Evil Dead and everything, have y'all seen the preview for the next one? Heard about that and everything?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about that? Since he is no longer going to be carrying the torch, he's passing it
I
off.
think they're gonna take and do. I'm seriously thinking it's gonna be Mia's story. I think they're gonna continue Mia's story somehow
I hope so.
from the remake.
I
Oh,
hope
is
so.
it? Wait, so is it a sequel from the remake?
I hope.
Was it Evil Dead Now?
Yeah,
That's what it's gonna be called.
Yeah.
And he's not
Evil
gonna be
Dead
in it, but he's
Now.
gonna produce it again. And like, there's a new director. I forgot the director's name. And yeah, you have to look it up.
and
Yeah,
he's basically supposed to only have a cameo, a short cameo in there, but he's passing on the torch.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping they don't actually kill him off, because that's gonna be some pissed off people in that.
Oh,
you can't kill off Bruce Campbell.
no.
Well, technically he's been killed off a few times, but he just keeps coming back.
Yeah, he died in what was that movie with Kurt Russell? Oh, Escape from L.A. He was in Escape from L.A.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people forget that he was a surgeon. Fucking
The heavy makeup dude.
Kurt Russell murked his ass. Bam.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks interesting. I'm just making sure they're going to do it the right way, because that's got such a legacy behind that movie series. They can really mess it up if they're not careful.
Did you guys like the remake?
I loved it. I thought it was they hired the perfect director for it, because it was a guy who did one short film that got attention, and then he was able to just bring. It's rare when you see the remake be as that quality and that caliber.
Exactly.
Especially somebody who treated it with respect. Well, because most directors try to be cute with a remake. Oh, it's not a remake. It's not a horror movie. It's a thriller. Like, dude, it's a fucking horror movie.
No, this was a horror movie.
For me, I didn't really consider it a remake. To me, it was more of an alternate reality, because at the end of the credits, Bruce Campbell goes groovy, and so obviously this is a completely different universe. And also at the time when that movie came out, Steve Niles was writing Army of Darkness for Dynamite, and he did a storyline of two alternate. You had the Bruce Campbell Ash, and you had a woman Ash. So it was kind of fitting to do that. I was like, okay, so it's an alternate reality in the movie, and now you got these comic books. Steve Niles did a great job writing those stories. Those Army of Darkness ones, and the Ash gets hitched when he gets married to Sheila. I met him at a show when he was writing that script before it came out through Dynamite. He goes, "Oh yeah, I'm doing a Ash gets hitched to Sheila," and I was like, "What?" It was so cool, and he was like showing me the designs for it and everything. It was super cool. Like, Steve Niles is like super cool dude. And then like once he got taken off, like I forgot who took over after him, but it was like anything since that on Dynamite, just like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Now another one that has a sequel coming out is Bill and Ted's.
Yes, I did see that. Face the Music. I love it.
What are your
thoughts? It's gonna be so great.
Because that one, I've kind of mixed on that one. I mean, of course, I have to watch it because the trilogy to finish it up and everything. And it has been a long time since they've done a movie, so they're actually kind of showing that in there. But I just kind of want to get y'all's thoughts on that.
Oh, I'm never going to say anything bad about Bill and Ted. Also, I've been wanting a non-serious Keanu Reeves in a movie for like the past 30 years. I'm tired of seeing Neo, you are the one. No way. And fucking
No
John
way.
Wick. Yeah. I want him to play fucking, his Bill and Ted character in every movie. Like, I want to see him go back and do Neo as the fucking Bill and Ted. And I want to see him do John Wick as Bill and Ted. Like, how badass that would be. Don't kill my dog, man. And then
Wow.
and then he'll do the Ted hair thing where he fucks up his hair, and it's gonna be so fucking awesome. I've been waiting for this I'm tired of serious Keanu Reeves. I'm fucking sick and tired of it. Give me the goddamn Bill and Ted give me the goddamn Keanu Reeves that I know and love, that I grew up on. Don't give me this new Matrix 4. Here's another John Wick movie. Give me or Speed 3. Give me the goddamn Bill and Ted. Or as Giovanni would know it, the bus that couldn't slow down.
Oh.
You know what's funny though? There's a whole generation of people that are being raised with Keanu Reeves being a badass. The rest of us are thinking of fucking Bill.
He's like this badass action star. Like he's like their version of Arnold Schwarzenegger, but they didn't realize he did a funny movie. But see, with
alone,
Arnold Schwarzenegger though, he went from action packed to then he did Twins, but then Keanu Reeves went from comedy to serious stuff, and it's like what the fuck. Like there's one where he's like a little league baseball coach or something, and like you know what I'm talking about, where he's like in the ghetto or something. That was a weird movie. I didn't like that.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
The only thing I remember is
I can't remember the name of it.
like that.
I remember he was like he was like a coach or something. I vaguely remember it because I saw it. And I was like, I don't like this at all. Like I don't like serious counter. Like it was like right when he started getting serious and like this more serious roles. And I was like, eh. Also, I find it weird that they've done a remake of one of his movies already, and it was a movie that came out after Bill and Ted, and it doesn't make sense to me. Why would they make why would you remake Point Break?
Oh yeah,
that movie came out in the 90s. To me, the 90s was like 5 years ago. So why are they remaking a movie that came out 5 years ago? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't like it. Get rid of it.
I don't like it. I don't want it.
Yeah, there's some movies that like a
might have
remake
been
does. There you go. Yeah, that's it. There's some movies that where a remake is actually sometimes better than not better, but it's actually up to the quality of other ones.
Renfield.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see Maniac, the 80s one?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
With Joe Spinell. Did you guys see the remake?
I haven't seen
remake
the
one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's the one from the POV of Elijah Wood. The whole movie's from his POV.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Like the remake is like brutal and really actually like they improved a lot on the original movie, and I love the original. So it's like it's rare when you can get a good quality script, a good director, and get them involved. But if you're not gonna do that,
like when they had like the first person view of him, like when he go to kill a girl on this one, like they would go to first person view, so you'd see him actually like killing the girl and scalping her.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, that disturbed the hell out of me.
Now I know with Keanu, he had actually said that he no longer wanted to be labeled as the Bill and Ted character because he didn't want to be labeled with that goofy personality. He wanted to show that he had the acting chops to do something different. Now, it was an up and down scenario. Matrix could have been done better. Now, it set a lot of bars, and I'm going to have people, they're going to be pissed at me, and please send your hate mail to Totally Rad Comics, not to but with Matrix, I mean, it could have been done better with the level of acting that was in there. He set some bars on there that were very high. They could have been done better. But whenever he went to John Wick, in my opinion, that's whenever he flipped that light switch and said, I can do something that I haven't done before. The first time I watched John Wick, I was like, I kept having to go back going, is this actually Keanu Reeves? Is this like a stunt double look-alike? Is this his brother? It's a twin. Is this, whatever? And it was interesting to me that he actually had launched and gone to that level. Now, I know he has honestly said, as far as John Wick is concerned, as long as the fans still want it, he will keep going with the movies on there and do as many sequels as we want. And that's really
cool. Alex Winters shows up.
Well, I mean, that's cool to me because there's a lot of things he can get involved in there because the John Wick stuff is actually got dual layers. It doesn't have this one layer that you see right here. There are other stories and other meanings that are embedded in there. And I like that because you watch it once and of course your jaw's on the ground. You're like, that was some of the best choreography, the best, gunplay, this kind of thing. And then you go watch it again later on. You're like, okay, the story that was involved in there was a little bit more to it. And I like having that on there. And he's able to portray that. So for him to switch gears again and go back to Bill and Ted, it's going to be interesting seeing how he goes ahead and gets back into his John Wick role. Because anyone who's watched John Wick knows John Wick movies start right where they end. They start off the very next movie. So
spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. La 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 la. I haven't seen these movies.
Well, no, I mean, that's not giving anything away. That really isn't.
You ruined the franchise.
No, that's not giving anything away. That's actually one of those things where it takes 3 years to make a movie, and it's like it takes them, it's a matter of hours, and you're back to where you left off on the movie. And that amazes me whenever people can actually do that and make you believe it's real.
Yeah. And I also like the idea, like they said the other day, like after they released the trailer for Bill and Ted, like Keanu, when they showed up like the first time, he shaved his beard and mustache off from John Wick. And they said he actually looked just as young It's when he first played Bill and Ted. So the thing that kills me is like if you look at the trailer and they announced this, they actually had to put makeup on him to age him.
Yeah.
In this one, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's pretty damn amazing."
Hey, I'm just glad that Alex Winter can finally eat again because he hasn't been anything like
poor guy.
since
Lost Boys,
freaking
dude.
Lost Boys. Yeah, Lost Boys. That was pre Bill and Ted. He was a fucking badass vampire who gets fucking stabbed in the chest while he's hanging upside down. But also, you know what's really freaky is like, so you got the Matrix 4. What's really freaky, like a lot of this generation doesn't understand. They're like, oh, there's a movie called The Matrix that's coming out, and it's by this woman named Wachowski. And it's like, what people don't realize, you know, almost 30 years ago, that movie was made by two brothers, and now they're two sisters.
Yep.
That's a little. That's really, Jesus. Who'd have thought that would happen?
Yeah.
30 years later. Also, I don't know how they're going to explain how old girl's coming back. I guess she's going to be like a program in the Matrix. She died in the last movie.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Spoiler.
Oh, no. Hey, the movie came out in 2003. I'm not talking about a movie that just came out last year.
It doesn't matter. Anybody who's watched the Matrix trilogy and everything has to go back and rewatch it anyway because you never catch up on it.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
No, especially in Matrix Part 2, whenever he's at the very end and he's talking to the guy, and that speech that he gives with all of the words that I still have to look up in a synonym dictionary to figure out what the hell he's saying.
All these roads have led you to me. Did you really think this is the first time that we've had this conversation? Oh my God, what the fuck is going on?
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's where you start looking down at your drink going, what exactly am I drinking again? Did I take the pill? What pill did I take earlier?
Did I take the Cialis? Did I take the Viagra? Is it the blue pill? Is it the red pill? What happens if you take both? I don't know. Will I grow horns?
I just remember seeing the first one and loving it, and I was like, I went and saw the second and third one in the theater, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But no, dude, the third one where they're in those fucking robot mechs and they're like fucking
badass.
with the guns, like that was fucking badass as fuck. I'll rewatch that entire scene where they're in those fucking mechs shooting up those fucking like those fucking robots. Fucking hell yeah. Now all that other shit, I don't know what the fuck they were doing there. Like Matrix, like in the second movie where they have those ghost twins that are in it.
Yeah.
I hated that. I hated that. That was bullshit. It's like how the fuck can you kill the ghost twins and then they blow them up somehow? He's like, no fucking way. They could fucking walk through a goddamn wall and now all of a sudden they get blown up by a gasoline truck. Get the fuck out of here. They're like
that whole highway scene. That was it in the second one. That's all I remember.
They were like the top tier like villains for the Matrix, and like way better than the fucking agent that could duplicate himself. He couldn't fucking do that shit. He could have turned into a fucking ghost. They just fucking passed over those two characters. Oh, they're just throwaway characters. We'll blow them up in a gasoline truck.
They're gone.
Doesn't make any fucking sense. They never came back for the third movie. I don't know. Maybe they were like, these guys are too OP. We're just gonna have to write it off, and hopefully people will forget about it. I remember, motherfuckers.
Maybe they'll return for 4.
Hey, yeah, maybe they'll be back for 4. Like, yeah, because there's like those things are unbeatable. They're ghosts. They're fucking shooting bullets, and they're just like, can't kill a program. Also, you know, especially like doing a Matrix 4 after the creation of social media, I wonder if there's gonna be like some type of influence in it.
Oh damn!
Look at Dave. He's like,
because you gotta remember when those movies were made. When those movies were made, people were like, you know, when Neo's on that computer and it's the black screen with the green letters and everything, like that was a high tech computer for that. Well, I mean, actually, it technically wasn't.
That was MySpace. MySpace was going on during that time.
Yep.
No, not during that time. 98.
That's whenever they had MySpace and they had that other one that you could go to that was like you could join up and just kind of talk. We couldn't do this by any means, and there was no messenger, but you could talk on the screen and just at somebody and talk at them or whatever type thing. But there was that kind of thing. But MySpace had started whenever it was just the music stuff.
Okay, yeah.
So it wasn't all of the social media stuff because they didn't embed that stuff in until like a few years later after it started.
Damn.
Yeah, that should be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be a good aspect of it. I never thought of that.
Yeah, they're like, oh wow, Neo just added me as a friend on Matrix. The one has returned. We knew there would be a day where he would come back. I recently watched the last movie, so I'm like, I remember that line at the end, like, is he gonna come back someday? And the Oracle's like, he'll be back one day. When the world needs him, he'll be back. Like, what the fuck? That left it open for so bad. What, where he died, or
yeah, and well, no, like just like, well, he might come back one day. I'm like, well, why the hell did he die? And then just why?
So no I died for nothing.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, then why?
They're doing they're basically doing the whole dream sequence scenario on a trilogy at that point, and that's why I was irritated. I was like,
yeah,
what? How are you coming back from this? There's no way we just dreamed this whole thing.
He just jumped the shark.
Lawrence Fishburne coming back. That's gonna be awesome. I bet. You know what? Yeah. You know what? Speaking, because they're not just they can't just bring back all these old actors who were in the movie who were young actors when that movie came out and just go with that. They're gonna bring in all these young bloods. I guarantee you. I bet you they're gonna. Here's my prediction on casting for Matrix 4. Michael B. Jordan will be in that movie.
Yep.
If not Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman will be in the movie. He's gonna be the son of Morpheus or the nephew of Morpheus, or he's gonna be like the new leader of Scion. Let's see who else. John Leguizamo is gonna be in it. Oh wait, he's old.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's old.
These kids don't know about John Leguizamo.
Oh, they're gonna get what's her name? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me pause that for a second. Kevin James plays a Nazi in a movie that just came out. I just want to put that out there. There's a movie that literally came out a week ago where, yes, that's right, everybody. The guy who played the King of Queens, everybody's favorite package delivery guy, plays a Nazi who breaks out.
Is that Becky?
Yes.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Is it good?
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I might want to save your money. If you could stream it for free, stream it for free. Okay. But it's worth watching if you like to see Kevin James in a role that he's never been in, and you're like, wow, why the fuck would Kevin James play a Nazi in a movie?
I didn't know he was a Nazi in it. I just saw like the trailers of it. Didn't know he was a Nazi.
Well, he's not like straight up like Nazi. Like he's not like I was born in Germany in 1942, and no, he's like he's a white supremacist who has a Nazi swastika on the back, and he's got like a big ass like eagle on his chest and everything. He's got all the
shit.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking nuts. It's like holy fuck, this is Paul Blart Mall Cop we're talking about. Like this is like the #1 grossing mall cop movie ever made, and then he does this movie, and it's like it's a completely different turn from what he's used to doing. Like this isn't Grown Ups 1, this isn't Grown Ups 2. This is like more grown up than he's ever done. This wasn't a Happy Madison production.
That's at the beginning. I lost my shit.
Also, I don't think Adam Sandler would have been like, "Oh, you want to play a Nazi and I'm Jewish? Yeah, go ahead." Happy Madison Films presents Kevin James.
Becky.
I don't know how that movie would have turned out, but going back to the Matrix casting. I want to say that they probably get Chris Evans in it. They probably get some they probably get some Marvel guys in it. Oh, maybe Superman would make an appearance. Hey, let's get Ben Affleck. He's not doing anything. Oh wait, well he's old too now. Shit, all the actors I like are old. Let's see who else do we have in the that's young
there.
Shit. Let's see. Dakota Fanning. Is she still young? No, she's old now.
Her sister probably that played on Maleficent.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Ella Fanning or whatever.
Something bullshit. Fanning.
Okay, who's going to play Trinity though? Because Trinity is older now.
Well, they're bringing her back.
Yeah.
Trinity is older though. Is what I'm saying. She's not the Trinity we saw in the trilogies.
No.
So it's going to be very different on that end.
Do you think there's going to be a new one? And you think like Will Smith, will be like, hey man, I kind of fucked up not taking the role of Neo and went Wild Wild West. you think I could get a spot in the new Matrix?
It's gonna happen.
Without it, he won't.
I can't I imagine being Will Smith in 1999 after The Matrix came out and Wild Wild West bombed, and like watching that movie. I wonder if Will Smith even saw that movie and he's just like, motherfucker. Oh, Samuel Jackson could be in The Matrix. Oh, fuck yes. I'm getting tired of these motherfucking agents in this motherfucking program. Fuck yes. Dude, so here's what really pissed me off about Samuel Jackson recently. He was in the Tarzan movie that came out a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I saw the trailer and I'm like, holy shit, Samuel Jackson's in this Tarzan movie. And I was like, I swear to God, if he doesn't have a line in that movie where he goes, I'm tired of these motherfucking apes in this motherfucking jungle, I thought that would have been great. I don't know why they didn't do that. I should be writing lines for Samuel Jackson's movies. That's literally like, ever since Snakes on a Plane, that's really the only lines you should be saying.
Yeah. Agreed.
Took me a minute to read that. There's a lot of words to read there. Yeah, well, that's the thing about The Matrix too. Like, no matter how good it's gonna be, there's gonna be people who are like, "That's not my Matrix."
Yeah.
No one's gonna bitch about it.
Like, go see it.
It's like any comic book movie that's ever made. It's like they didn't do Tank Girl justice. They had freaking what's his name, Ice-T as the blah 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 and blah 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 blah. Ice-T wasn't Tank Girl though. But,
yeah. I hope the new Tank Girl gets made because I kind of want to see how Margot Robbie's going to play her.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that in a way.
Yeah, I was rewatching. I was rewatching the original Tank Girl the other day, and I was watching it, and like there were scenes like where they do like the comic book, like where she's like in the tank and everything, and you got Jet Girl and everything doing their thing. I was watching that, I'm like, man, the budget must have been really stretched, and they're like, well, we can't film these scenes because we spent all of our money getting Malcolm McDowell to do this movie. So we're just gonna do these comic book strip scenes.
Well, that was also big during the time of MTV, so they were trying to stick with the same look of MTV.
Oh, yeah.
Because MTV was doing a lot of promoting for it too.
Mm-hmm.
And wasn't it an MTV film?
It could be.
I thought it was.
No, I don't think it was.
I could have sworn that it was.
Real quick. I'll have Christy look it up. She's sitting here.
Okay. Thank you, Christy.
No problem.
By the way, just
Tank Girl was a MTV movie.
So, David, I actually watched that movie that y'all recommended, The Hunt.
Oh my God, what do you think?
I haven't seen it yet.
That's it's not what I expected. I was expecting it to be like a horror movie, and then I started watching it, like, okay, this is a comedy. No, it's not. It's not a horror. It's not a comedy. It's not a thriller. It's not an action movie. It's kind of a little bit of everything, but it's one of those that whenever you're done watching it, you're like, suddenly I feel better about my life.
Yeah. It reminded me of those old 70 Grindhouse movies. Like, after you're done, you just...
Right.
I mean, I could not believe the turn they took in it. I was like, damn.
Now, it is, for anybody who's interested in the movie, it's called The Hunted. It's 2020 is whenever it came out. It's supposed to have come out in March, and then, of course, it got put off.
Yeah.
So it's on... I know it's on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you can get it. And then I don't know where else you can get that. I think Vudu or something like that. But
it's got the fat guy. It's got the fat guy from My Name Is Earl in it, right? Ethan Suplee.
Yes,
but he's not fat anymore.
No.
Yeah, exactly. It is graphic. I'm just going to let you know right now. So as far as
wait, how graphic are we talking? Are we talking Big Dog Ink graphic, or are we talking Totally Rad graphic?
No, neither one. I'm talking about like
graphic.
The kills that are in there are graphic.
Oh, the kills. Yeah. Okay.
Are we talking Cannibal Holocaust?
Oh my God.
Oh no.
No.
That type of violence?
But they're funny graphic. If that makes me sound like a very insensitive person, I apologize and send all your hate mail to Totally Rad Comics.
Yep.
No, it's just one of those things. It's whenever they get killed, you laugh at it because it's just so, the whole corn syrup and the fakeness of the kills and everything.
Oh, I love corn syrup, blood flavored corn syrup.
Yeah.
So they were doing that kind of stuff in there, but they were doing it in great amounts. And I'm talking about like above and beyond what it normally should be. And it was funny watching it because it goes right along with the theme of it, which is very laid back, and there's a lot of comedy that's involved, but it's very dark comedy. So if you're
Yeah.
interested in something to just kind of ease up on your day and everything, I recommend it. It's good.
Oh yeah.
I
Like
love
the
it.
first like 15 minutes of it, I was like,
Yep. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
the way it
Christmas
starts
was
off, it
intense.
does not start off like a regular thing where you go through the credits and
No.
you're introduced to the characters and da da da. It just goes straight into it, and you're like,
Spoiler alert.
"What just happened?"
No.
No. I mean, it just goes into what just happened, and I mean, I can tell you
Yeah.
that, and you'll still watch it going, "Okay, what is he talking about with this?" And holy crap!
Yeah, you're like,
Speaking of
That's what I'm looking at.
speaking of MTV movies, did you guys see that they're doing a Jackass 4?
are they finally doing it?
Dude, I'm so excited. Bam Margera can finally make money again.
Get his life.
Dude, I thought for
straight
sure
again.
Bam Margera would have been dead by now. To be honest,
Yeah.
like after Ryan Dunn died, I was like, that's pretty much it. Like he's been going through so much rehab and shit. But
Yeah.
also, out of all the guys from Jackass that I thought would die, I honestly thought Steve-O would be the first to go. But now Steve-O's like the most like got the most head on his shoulder guy, and the kind of guy. He's not doing drugs anymore. He's not drinking anymore. It's insane.
Yeah,
He
until
hasn't
you
broken his
start
neck.
back to the Jackass again.
Yeah.
Dude, you know, so I heard they're doing Jackass 4, and I think just about everyone, obviously except for Ryan Dunn, is going to be back for it. But I also heard that if they were to do another Jackass, it would be a passing of the torch where they would have a new generation.
Really?
But I don't want a new generation, to be honest. Because I grew up on the Jackass stuff and watching all those early CKY videos and the Big Brother videos, and it was something unique and different. And everyone was doing what those guys were doing. They just didn't have a camera.
Okay.
So to see them try to do that now with the new generation, I feel like it would just be overly done. And you don't get the same connection that you do with those, like, you know, Preston Lacey and freaking Bam Margera, Ryan Dunn,
Yeah.
Lee-Man, Johnny Knoxville, Chris Pontius. You know, you get to know and learn all about these guys, but then like now it's like, yeah, here's Joe Schmo, and he's gonna light his dick on fire, and it's like that's not as fun as Johnny Knoxville doing it. Johnny Knoxville has a catheter for the rest of his life. This is fun to watch. But I'm also curious because, you know, they did the 3D, the last one. What could they possibly do in number 4? Like,
did you see the 3D one, like in the theater in 3D?
I did.
It
Yes,
was
I did.
amazing. It was damn amazing.
It was so worth it.
Yeah.
It was like out of all the 3D movies that I've seen, like, granted, I've seen a lot of 3D movies, but 3D movies of the 21st century. So I'm not going to count Jaws 3D or Friday the 13th 3D.
Yeah.
As far as 3D movies go, Jackass 3D was probably the best 3D movie I ever saw. That was
It was
in 3D.
so well done.
That was a movie made to be 3D, and it's meant to be seen as a 3D movie.
Like the whole shooting the dildo thing is.
Yeah, the dildo, and it's like
the slow motion. It's like.
Yeah, it's flopping, and then we got the penis copter and the freaking. Oh man! Oh my god! And like when Steve-O's in, you know, one thing I always find funny every time I see it, and when Steve-O's in the slingshot porta potty, and it shoots off, he's screaming. It's like, dude, shut your mouth! You're getting all that shit in your mouth. Like he just could have been like. But instead he's like, and it's like getting all that shit in his mouth. And it's like, all you had to do was like just keep your mouth shut, man. Like you didn't have to open your mouth.
I like tape my mouth, eyes, nose.
Yeah, any hole in my head. So gross.
Now, to kind of finish it off, because we've got just a few more minutes, whatever. So the last thing, as far as the movies are concerned, that I'd like to go ahead and bring up is. There are 2 movies that are on the table that they want to go ahead and completely remake, not re-envisioned, anything like that. They want to basically say the originals, no longer exist, and they want to redo these. I'm going to say these two, and it usually pisses off a lot of people, me included, because one of them is Wizard of Oz.
What?
And the other one is Gone with the Wind.
No.
The hell you say?
So they want to completely redo them. Now it's hard to go ahead and do sequels or whatever. I mean, Wizard of Oz, they've already done a couple of things, apparently and everything, but they want to redo the entire story because they have today's technology to go ahead and do that. With Gone with the Wind, they want to nullify some areas of it and take out some things so that other people wouldn't be upset. Now, I'm not going to say that that's a positive, negative thing, whatever type thing on there. What I am going to say is if it's true to what was actually written out in the beginning, that's fine. And if that's the case, leave it alone. Don't redo it and lie about it. You don't want to go ahead and change things up and make it a lie. So that's my take on it. What do y'all think about those two?
Well, that's like the equivalent of saying, I want to remake Citizen Kane and actually have a Kane in the movie. There wasn't a Kane in Citizen Kane. But also, I feel like if they were to do... bear with me now. It's not going to be as PC as you want it to be. If you're going to do The Wizard of Oz and you're going to rename the Munchkins so they're not called Munchkins, because, you got to remember, when The Wizard of Oz came out, when they were casting for The Wizard of Oz, it caused a giant migration in the, little people, the little people world. At the time they called it midgets and stuff like that. Apparently midget is like a derogatory term. But last time I checked, there wasn't a slave trade of midgets. So why is it so offensive? I don't get it, whatever. That's my take on that. But anyway, so there's a whole migration of little people that literally, the whole reason why there's a lot of little people actors in Hollywood between like the late 30s and early 40s was because of The Wizard of Oz. But I feel like they might just be like, nah, we're not going to have any little people in this movie. We're going to make them something, or maybe they'll do them CGI. Gone with the Wind. What could they possibly do with Gone with the Wind? Wizard of Oz I'm more concerned about than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Gone with the Wind, nah, good luck. Let's see what they do. Sure. Wizard of Oz, though, I want to see some flying fucking monkeys. Oh, it'd be really cool if they could do flying monkeys coming in, swooping down, picking up the Munchkins, fucking dropping them from 800 feet. Fucking in the ground.
Actual horror movie.
That'd be cool as shit. The fucking scarecrow. They threw a little bit of me over here and over there, and then there's little midget fucking scarecrows running around like little demons, and fucking all sorts of shit. And then you got the Tin Man who's fucking rusted out, and they fucking lube him up, and he's just fucking slinging that fucking. He's like Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade, where he's just fucking knocking motherfuckers' heads off. Now, if they could do that. And the fucking Cowardly Lion into the Cuck Lion or something, where he's just jerking off in the corner watching all this mayhem happen. I don't know. That's my take on the Wizard of Oz. They don't want me writing the Wizard of Oz script, I'll tell you that, because that's what you're going to get. And Dorothy's just the biggest slut. She's in Munchkin Land, and she's got to just learn all about the Munchkins and Munchkins Land. Hey, bitch, getting down the Yellow Brick Road ain't free. And your little dog too. It's gonna turn into some fucked up shit. So yeah, what's your guys' take on the Wizard of Oz?
I'm gonna say one thing real quick, and I think this will sum it up for me. They tried to remake Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh my god, yes! And they made the midget one fucking guy.
Yeah, and to
little
me,
person.
That didn't work at all. I love Johnny Depp. I love Tim Burton. But to me, that failed miserably. So that's what comes to mind when I think about if they're going to redo. Because isn't Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind, aren't they both Warner Brothers? Too?
No, MGM was
Yep. Gone with the Wind. Right?
And Wizard of Oz. MGM's Wizard of Oz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So never mind then. But yeah, I that's what comes to mind, and I'm just like,
right.
Yeah. So I'm just I'm a Simon Cowell. It's a no for me on both.
What do you think, Giovanni?
From for me, the problem is that I'm a big film geek, right? And so, like, one of the good things about going, when I got into film school was kind of looking at all the classics and researching film history. And the thing is when we erase the past, what I mean? The good thing about looking back in the past, we can see what things were made like, even though, like, I'm Hispanic, right? And so for me, like, for me, looking back on, portrayals of Hispanic people or something like that in the past, I don't take it offensively to be, as much, because it was a different era. It was a different time. It was something that, looking back on it, we can be like, okay, we can definitely, we've gotten better since then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are some movies, where, like, the Jazz Singer, right? There are some, same thing with that. It does have that negative aspect of it. It's a great movie too. It's a movie about, family tradition. It's about, uniting your family, stuff like that, following your dreams. Gone with the Wind also, it has its history. It's based on a book, and to adapt a book truthfully, for me, that movie was made. It's a good movie, but to go back and re-edit and take stuff out, it's not authentic to that era. Like I said, sometimes we have to look at the era, flaws and all, right? And that's something that, once we start doing that, it's a bad road to go down. You know what I mean? Because then eventually we're gonna start. Oh, this person doesn't like this. Let's take this out. Let's take this out. Then next, every movie's gonna be 5 minutes long.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, especially if you start judging movies based on today's, your eyes, on today's world. You know what I mean? Everything was, it's easy to judge everything based on today's standards. But when you go back and look at that history of, cinema, it's hard. You got to look at it in this perspective of the era that it was made, for better or worse. And for me,
Agreed.
I'd rather look at that original version, judge for myself as a person. Okay, you know what? Great movie. I don't agree with, some of this portrayals and stuff like that, but that movie is a reflection of that era.
And that does make complete sense, because both of those movies are considered epics. And whenever you're dealing with an epic, that's actually got a footprint and an imprint in what anybody and everybody has ever dealt with leading up to this moment. How do you just go ahead and take it and erase it? Now, with Wizard of Oz, if they decide to go the horror route with it, I think that would work. I honestly think that would work.
Totally rad Wizard of Oz.
No, not that way. With the demon monkeys flying around, dropping the munchkins and everything, I could see that. I mean, you're dealing with witches. So, I mean, if you're dealing with witches, they're not going to be all nice and I'll get you, my pretty. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, take this, zap, and,
Wasn't James Franco the Wizard of Oz at one point?
What's that?
Wasn't James Franco the Wizard of Oz at one point?
So that was the movie Oz, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That's the one that Tom was talking about. You brought it up here. Wizard of Oz movie makes sense because the Oz movie is not the book, but they've tried it and failed. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was more like
they did a musical about like the scarecrow hooking up with the witch.
Yeah.
What was the name of it? There's a book about it.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it.
It was like the biggest thing on Broadway in like 2005 or something.
Was it Wicked or
Wicked?
Wicked.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, where the fucking, you mean to tell me the Wicked Witch of the West was banging the Scarecrow and her sister was banging the Tin Man? What the fuck? What kind of bullshit is that? I mean, and there's music and there's singing and dancing, and then next thing you know, she's inventing the flying monkeys, and they make Dorothy look like the biggest cunt in the world, but it's weird. Like the musical takes place before the Wizard of Oz, and then in the middle of it, where they transform like the witch's boyfriend into a scarecrow, and then at that where she gets dumped watered on, and she goes, "I'm melting," but she doesn't really melt. There's a trap door, and then later at the end of the musical, the fucking scarecrow shows up, knocks on the door, and then the witch comes out, and then they start banging. It was a weird musical, man. It was almost as weird as Hair. If you haven't seen Hair the musical, it's originally intended to be played naked. you're not supposed to wear clothes in Hair the musical. Originally, it was done naked, but in the movie, there's a movie called Hair as well, based on the musical, and they had to wear clothes. So,
Damn it.
I don't know why I know so much about musicals.
You know what I want to see musical of? Death Wish 3.
Yes.
I want to see Charlie Bronson.
The original Bond book isn't in the original movie.
That's really tricky, especially with a lot of those books in public domain, because in some countries it's public domain, other countries it's not.
Yeah.
Like if you wanted to do Wizard of Oz, you can't use the shoes and you can't use something else because that's property of MGM.
Right.
So it's just trippy how certain stuff can be is copyrighted, but the story itself is not. That's a public domain. Just like Conan.
Yeah.
I wish Lethal Weapon was public domain. Man, I could have so much fun of fucking Riggs and Murdoch. Oh man, fucking, because you know Mel Gibson was gonna fuck that guy's daughter as soon as that first scene where she's giving him those bedroom eyes, and then the second movie where she does the condom commercials. Like, why are these two banging yet? And public domain. Yeah. Yep.
I think there's something else too, but yeah, for sure the red shoes and something else I can't remember, but yeah, it's trippy.
Didn't know that.
You know what else is tricky? Run DMC. It's hey, you don't want me to get me to start rapping here. You know, I walk on the sidewalk. I don't walk on the street because I don't want a car to run over my feet.
So that could be like the closing credits of this. You can just start rapping it.
The Jimmy Noble rap album, The Slippers of Silver in the book. Ooh, hi ho, silver away. There's some Lone Ranger for you. Yeah, go get them, Tonto.
So I wonder, Tom, can you use like the silver slippers then? Like, is it public domain or is it just the ruby slippers or both?
Or you can't call them slippers, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe you can't call them slippers or something.
I would call them the totally rad shoes.
No, yours would be something else.
Yeah. Why are these shoes white? They weren't originally white when I got them. They were.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, anything in the book can be used.
Yeah.
Oh,
cool. All right, guys. Well, we could be on here all night and everything, but we're gonna go ahead and start shutting this down for the
all night long.
But we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and give each one of y'all the full screen on here and tell us where we can find you and what you are currently working on. Let's go ahead and start with David real quick.
Yeah, you can just find me on Facebook. Search David Fawlett. Really, I'm just working on some commissions right now and a few comic book covers. That's about it. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram. Just search David Fawlett or Sketch Artist 76.
Cool. And Giovanni?
Well, you can easily find me on Instagram and Facebook under Giovanni. On Instagram is Giovanni B83, and you can also find me on Facebook. And right now, I have a short story coming up in Violet #3, which I'm pretty excited for people to check out. It does a good job of connecting some of the events in the Violet story, so I'm really excited for that one. And yeah, you can just find me on there. I love writing comic books. So
cool. And the Clown King.
All right, yes, you can find me on Instagram. I'm Jim.E.Noble, Noble. You can also find me on Facebook, Jim_E.Noble, Noble. Same way. You can also find me at Totally Rad Comics on Facebook page. There's a Kickstarter coming out on June 16th or earlier if I decide that I want to push that button. Totally Rad Life of Violet #3, Rax #1, two Totally Rad books on one Totally Rad Kickstarter. You can. I'm easy to talk to. You can find me on Facebook. We'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'll talk about anything except for politics, religion, or just about it pretty much covers it. Yeah, I'm pretty easy to talk to. So yeah, just reach out to me. We'll have fun. I'll show you some fun covers. Don't ask me about the sticker. as much as I would like to give you a sticker like this, I can't do it. It's a bitch to ship and it's expensive. So, but you can buy the cover on Totally Rad Comics / Big Cartel. Just add me on Facebook. I'll send you the link. Hell, I'll even give you a discount. Tell me you saw me on the Unscripted show. I'll give you a special discount. So yeah.
Cool. Now, to go ahead and finish this up, of course, Demon Phil, Comics and More New Jersey. Y'all know where you can find me on here. Each week, I put on Comics and More New Jersey where I'm going to be, what night I'll be on there, so you can actually see the schedule each week. Starting tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, my guest will be December Lace. Will be on here.
Oh, yay!
We'll be talking about crowdfunding, supporting comics, and of course wrestling. So we'll be having some fun with that. David, I'm hoping you'll be able to make it with that, because I actually saw your post that you had with her about possibly drawing her. So that would be
it's happening.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah.
David, when are you going to draw me?
And then I'll draw Jim Nix as a sexy French girl.
I'm going to go ahead and
Killed the poor boy.
with something we went ahead and talked about a little bit tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I'm sure Jim will follow right behind because he'll catch up with this, what I'm about to do. But let's go ahead and finish it up with, let me get into character here. Be excellent.
Oh, yes. Be excellent to each other. I love it. I fucking love it, dude. Dude, fuck yes, man.
I'm gonna rewatch it now.
Every Saturday we'll catch you on Unscripted.
I'm watching it right now.
Keep it indie, y'all.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah.